God, that's a good song. Let's see. What song is this? I'm kind of winging the music. Bear with me. Good morning, chat. What's up, dudes? Hope we're doing great today. Hope we're doing well. Who knows what could happen today? So glad I don't have to work tonight. Oh man, I don't know what the fuck I've been missing. I've become a DGen. Well, it's good to have you here. Good morning, everybody. Good fucking morning. Happy weekend. I hope we're doing great. I hope we're doing well. I guess we'll see where things go today. Who knows? Happy weekend, dudes. I hope we're all doing amazing and doing well. Sorry, I'm kind of just running through some thoughts, but oh man. Any thoughts you can share with chat? Nothing super like in particular this second, but I will say this much. I think a lot's culminating for Flop. I'll say that much. I do hope everyone's enjoying their weekend and doing well. I appreciate you guys tuning in and being here. I don't know. I think the beginning of the end has been for a while, but I do think that it's a fitting title, we'll say. But I don't know. What are you guys up to? How's everybody doing today? How's your weekend been? Oh man. Please feel free to share. I'm gonna refrain. Insomnia is a rough one. I do get it though. I'm not ready for Flop Dugan. No, that's so sad. We listened to this already. That's crazy. Listen, quick recap. Nothing in particular has really come up yet. At least in character. I very, very, very genuinely, actually, unfortunately, I don't know how much Flop really knows. I will tell you that I, unfortunately, and I mean this actually like in the most unfortunate way, have a sniffling, we'll call it, of possibilities in the future. But that's all I'm gonna say. I did not get too detailed at all, but I'm sure things will unfold. I avoided it as best I fucking could. But, yeah. I think Flop's gonna start his day off a little somber. But, yeah. No, I mean, I think roleplay might be a little interesting. Quit beating around the bush, Chris. Swear to God, had no intention. I'm not even gonna mention where I saw it. It was an accident, but it's all good. It wasn't. I didn't learn anything out of character. I just know that. I'm gonna hope I'll be around late enough today. We'll say that much. But all right. Why are the textures not loading? I feel like no grass is loading right now. Is that just me? Very weird. Please be around late enough today. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. I have not my family, but I actually have friends also moving. And I was asked to be around to help out with moving for them later. So I'm going to see how long I go, but it'll be an interesting day. I'll see what kind of happens, see where things go, but somebody like the Angad circle candles. No. Surely not. Nothing is going on. It's just another normal day for Flop. I am going to say this much. For every day that Flop has not heard from Remedy, he is increasingly more worried. But I think that there is that little bit of info for you. Every time the Remedy thing comes up or Flop is on the mind of the Remedy thing, I will say that I have been increasingly giving Flop that little bit of anxiety, that little shot of anxiety. And concern and fear and all those beautiful, wonderful words. Let's see if Rue's around. Oh no, she's in my phone as Bush Bash. I forgot. I doubt it. I'd be surprised if she is. I'd like to know that she is, but we shall see. Not looking like it. I guess damn. We'll have a slow start to the day, but yeah. Rue's not around. Has Flop asked anyone in the club yet for what? About Remedy? Flop doesn't want to know. Flop knows. Ed has offered to have a conversation about the Remedy thing, but life or death question. Do you put ketchup in the fridge or the cupboard? If you're not a fucking psycho, it goes in the fridge. I said what I said. About Rem, yeah, no, Flop hasn't asked. Dude, when I buy mayo off the shelf, that shit goes in the fridge. If it's not even open yet, it goes in the fridge. Bread, I'll be honest, bread I leave out, but I should probably start freezing bread because I don't go through a loaf of bread on my own. So I should probably start freezing my bread. But I'm trying to think, what did I do today? I didn't really do anything crazy. I had a cigar today. Why am I getting a call? Oh god. Shit. I'll have to call it back. I got Trav calling me. Oop. Sorry, bro. It's good to freeze bread, yeah. So let me give you a little bit about my day, and then we'll kind of jump into like in character Flop and sort of his mind right now. So right now, in character. Actually, wait. Sorry, no. We'll get to in character Flop in a minute. My day consisted of not much. I had the coolest thing sent to me. Did you guys see my Twitter today? Hold on. I need to I need to show this. So I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter today. I had probably the coolest thing ever happen. So I have a friend who's at a convention right now and got this on recording and just showed it to me. And if anyone knows me, you know how much I love Trailer Park Boys, but they did a whole thing.
Boys, Chris and Simon, say hi to them.
This is so fucking cool.
All right. Hey, cheers, guys. What's going on?
The Dickies and Chris and Simon can go fuck themselves.
Ricky?
I heard Simon's a bit of a Navy dick, so he can go fuck it.
So cool, man. I didn't ask for it. I just it was given to me. It was, oh my god.
Twitch.
Cheers, guys.
Oh god, so cool. Sorry, I fanboyed hard today. Probably one of the few times I've ever like genuinely fanboyed over something, but had a friend bless me with that, we'll say. Is that Richard's car? Where do you keep peanut butter and jelly? I'll be honest, peanut butter I leave out, jelly goes in the fridge. All right. Let's see what the day's looking like. I didn't hear anything. If you check Twitter, it's on Twitter.
I don't know where our cars are. Why they weren't at the hospital.
Oh, hi, Flop.
Hello. And we're getting followed. I guarantee it. There it is. Remember, I'm in the trenches with you. Damn, there's no one around. Fuck me. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Better.
What'd you say?
Said better.
That's good.
Hey, welcome to the shit show.
How bad's the shit show?
You know what? Hold on. Let me tell you with a picture.
Why is my Scott up there?
Where is your scout? Because I had a CVPI, but I don't know where it's at, and it was shared.
What's up at the old courthouse?
Mine too.
Did something happen there?
Whew, excuse me. Sorry, I sneezed.
Oh, you mind if I Dad offered me a ride too. After he
Yeah,
to go up there.
Let's go get him.
Get our vehicles.
I don't know what photo you're trying
real quick,
to
Plop.
text me. Huh? What?
Real quick.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh.
I didn't get the text. I have another number. I have a work number.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Hey, Belle, what's up?
I was just gonna tell you that kind of the talk that you and I had.
Yeah, what's up?
I had another talk with High Command, and I think it might have completely shredded my chances at Sergeant, but hopefully High Command got some inkling along to hopefully be better. Fingers crossed, but
I'm gonna give you some sound advice that I wish someone told me at one point. And you don't have to take this as face value advice. You don't have to take this as, you know, good advice. If there's one thing I wish I never did, it was put my heart and soul into a place that didn't have their heart and soul into me. And in saying that, I have burned the bridge entirely of ever wanting Sergeant again, and I laid that line down in the sand. That line was drawn. And it was drawn with the intention of knowing that while people care about me, there's a very, very, very small portion of people who will actually have that recognition. Or will see that recognition from you. This place is a phenomenal place to work. This is a job that I love. The people have their moments. And unfortunately, it's the smaller moments that paint a bigger picture. And I've learned to keep my head low and do what I enjoy. And I do that at the senior level. You do?
I mean, I can tell you right now that I'm never going BCS, so bones more or less lied to my face.
Hmm.
But no, that's a very good outlook. Like I do love what I do, but when the people above me, like I'm not saying McNulty, like if it wasn't for McNulty, I probably would have turned my badge in. I'm just gonna be blunt with that. But speaking with high command, like you know how whenever you're scolding somebody and like the people that are guilty are usually like looking down and like being quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I got that from Barrick and I got that from Bones. Ruby and Cassidy were the only two that were like apologizing when I was saying what I was saying.
What kind of a scolding are we talking about?
Like just a generic scolding. Like whenever you're yelling at somebody and they're guilty, like just in general, like they usually have that tell that they're looking down and being quiet.
You want to go off duty and talk?
Up to you. Like I feel like I've kind of made my bed with it.
I mean, I'd love to know, I guess, your side.
I mean, are you gonna be on duty?
I plan on being on duty at some point today, yeah. I have a car.
Okay,
we could take a
I
short
was supposed
drive.
Do you want to stick around for an SOP quiz with Shields? Because if he passes it, I want to push him to PPO.
Sure.
Okay, after that, then we can drive.
All right. I'll stay put for that.
Where did
I
Jeff
just...
go in here?
What's that?
No, if I'm being quite blunt, like during that high command meeting, I was just mainly looking for like guidance. Like I thought I was kind of following what they wanted, but with the
That's why I
conversations had with
never...
Penalty and Bay getting promoted, I'll admit I was frustrated.
I'm sure with full
Ricky,
expectation.
we'll get some vehicles and help you with that. Alright, I'm gonna.
Are you about to do your quiz now, or are you responding to a call? What's going on?
Ricky's in the 38 or 80 was something.
Do you... Let me grab my gear. It'll take 2 seconds. Grab my uniform. I'll hop in a car with you.
Okay.
You want me to meet you in the garage?
Sure.
All right.
What?
All right. A heart-to-heart with Belle, who Flop actually has a huge liking to. Belle as a person. Belle is, one of the good ones in Flop's eyes, and believes that Belle is one of the very few people who does not deserve some of the bullshit that she gets. And he feels that it is only of value and in good conscience that he at least listens to what Belle has to say. So...
No, I just gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell are you doing? Jesus Christ!
What's up, man? Welcome aboard.
What the fuck am I walking into?
I dropped something. I was looking for it. Could you help me find it?
What did you drop?
His dignity and his pride.
You took that away from me. I was gonna say it was Hemsworth dignity. Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Jesus
You can't be taking
Christ.
shit like that away from me.
Oh my God. Belle! Oh, there you are. All right.
Hi.
Excuse me.
I'm down to hop in a car with you for a few. I also want to make sure that we get some time to talk as well. Not being tied to a call. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair. And honestly, I kind of want to start talking with people like out driving around anyways.
Yeah. Going off duty more consistently has been one of the healthiest things I've ever done.
It's been so hard for me to find a therapist, but heading up to the Alamo and fishing has been actually really relaxing. All right, I can't remember. I remember talking to you. I just don't remember about what.
We talked about sort of how you felt about the PD and how you felt lost. You're thinking about turning your badge in. I gave you my side about what happened between me and Bones. You said that it was, a very unique, different outlook on something that you would consider, or I keep in consideration. But, did you want to go out on patrol to get to a call, or did you want to go off duty and speak? It's up to you. I got Daft calling me. Give me a second. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so I don't remember a lot of what happened. I woke up in the hospital. Is there any? I don't know statements of anything anywhere. I don't think so, but just wanted to double check.
You woke up at the hospital. You don't know what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody remember what happened?
I don't think so.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
I hope you recover.
Say again?
I said, damn, that sucks. I hope you recover.
Thanks, me too. Quick question. Wait, what was the other quick question? Oh yeah, vests. I don't see them in the SOPs of it, but they have serial numbers. Do we record those in the
Yes.
registry?
Yeah. You
Okay.
want to record your serial number of your PD chest armor in the directory for your appropriate shift.
Okay, perfect. All right, that should be changed, by the way, because vest is nowhere mentioned in any of that. So.
Okay, I will bring it up with a member of command this way. Someone can add that.
Okay, see you later.
Not a problem. Talk to you soon, Daph. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, sorry.
No, you're fine. So laying everything out on the table, I feel like it kind of all started like a long time ago. There was a scene that became very chaotic. I wasn't the only senior. Hell, there was even a sergeant there. But I thought I was the only like high-ranking officer there. The scene went south. Kirby asked if it was my scene. I said no, Decker was leading it. Decker was an officer at the time. He asked, but you were the highest on scene, right? And I said yeah. And she didn't say anything else after that. So I thought like I was kind of like strike one, so to speak. Going on after that, I feel like doing a really good job being senior. Up until Rooker passed away. When Rooker passed away, I'll admit that kind of hit me hard. I went to academy with him. He was very active in shift 2. Like he was kind of like one of those faces where you'd clock on duty and chances of seeing him are pretty high. So that was kind of like a kick to the gut. I think the thing that irked me the most with that is people like grieved for a few hours and then it was like he was just kind of erased. Like nobody brought him up, nobody grieved about him, like nothing. But after that, Aziz then passed away, and that hit even harder because he was not only a very close friend of mine, but also my mentor. I couldn't find a therapist, so I started drinking quite a bit the next couple days.
Yeah, Rooker.
I knew that wasn't healthy, so I went back to work, kind of threw myself at work. Well, the timing with that, you are a phone guy.
It's just Daft. I even got a new phone. Hi, Daft.
Hey, sorry, one other thing. So, vests don't work. they don't record as evidence to log. So yeah, me and somebody else tried it.
Bell, do you know? I forget. Do you have to manually add your vest or to the
Sorry, Hemsworth.
log, the directory log in the reports?
As far as I'm aware, it's just your gun, taser, baton, and flashlight.
Fuck shields. I'm fucking with you.
I'm gonna say don't worry about it for now. As long as you have a serialized vest on you, that's fine. If you ever have it stolen or lost, just make sure that you record it to the best of your ability.
Okay. All right. Okay. Got it. All right. Thank you.
Not a problem, brother. Bye bye. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I asked him to catalog it, and I guess the evidence guys don't log the serial on the vests.
But continuing, Aziz passed away. Like, I was extremely close with him. It was kind of like the same thing where it was like he was just kind of forgotten about. I threw myself at work again after that chain gang court case came up.
And then all that happened.
Yeah, with the chain gang court case, McNulty was asking if anybody wanted to be like in the courtroom because he said it was going to be boring. Anybody outside in the hallway. I volunteered for all of it, got overlooked on all of it. Thought, okay, maybe Sax could use some help.
Oh my god.
There's no shot that's staffed again.
It's not. Hello?
Hello,
Also.
it's me. But I want to start off this conversation by saying my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Our yard dick turned into trash.
I am so sorry to hear that.
How you doing, kiddo? Thanks for answering my message.
No, you're good. You're fine. I figured I would forward you my number this way whenever you were available. I'm actually in the middle of a conversation right now.
I was gonna say, you want to meet up after Storm? I need to make tacos and I have some meetings I have to go to.
You know what? Yeah, let's meet up after Storm.
All right, are you gonna go to your meeting? So I should shoot for 3-ish, or?
I don't have to go to the meeting.
All right, I'll meet you up after Storm then.
All right, you want to meet me up at the house? Do you know where the house is?
I don't have a car.
Where can I pick you up then?
I'll run to the Sheriff's Sandy station. I'm at the Tiger House and we're in Sandy, so.
Okay, then I will talk to you then. I'll get you. I got a new number, so let me get you in my contacts and we'll go from there.
All right, we'll talk soon. Okay,
All right,
kiddo?
I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Balto. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Norman Godfather. Actually, wait. The Crow Father. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so then I wanted to talk to Sax, think about like going undercover for that court case.
You have cigarettes?
Sax is like already.
If not, it's okay.
I do.
I'd love one if you have one.
In the glove box.
Thank you so much. You give me the pack, or do you just want me to grab a cigarette?
You can have either.
There you go.
But after that, Sax already had like 4 or 5 people already for the undercover work. Like I felt like I was overlooked for that. Like especially considering that I had spent like 4 or 5 hours typing stuff for SOPs. Avery, I told Shields that he can patrol alone for a little bit while I have a talk. Copy. Anyways, I felt like I was overlooked for that, so I ended up just going on patrol with Ruby. A lot of other smaller things happened, like there was a situation at the prison. Like most of the command was up in the helicopter, so I figured I'd start organizing like a ground push up, which we were like halfway through going towards the lobby when somebody in Air 1 said Haley, you're going to be leading the ground control. Like, I was clearly talking on radio quite a bit, coming up with the game plan.
Uh-huh.
So I kept my mouth shut, listened to Haley on that one. That turned into a ship show as well, which I ended up starting taking back control like towards the end of it. Like a bunch of other smaller things.
I've noticed that a
during
lot
the-
recently, to be fair. People leading scenes and having it grabbed from them. It's a very simple thing, but it's unfortunate that it happens so often. I just had a situation the other day. We had like 5 cops on duty. Somebody tried leading a scene and they kept going, Flop, you're the senior here. Flop, Flop, you're the highest rank here. What's the call? I'm like, we can't pursue. Just let them take their boys. We're going to stay back and clean up. So we're going to let them take the 95? Okay, well, if you can't be confident in making a fucking call, I'll step in. But if you're making a call that's confident, I'm not interrupting you.
See, I have the same mentality in shift too.
If you have to come to me and ask a question every time and you're going to question my call, then yeah, you're right. I don't trust you making an actual call. Congratulations.
Right?
For fuck's sake. All right. You think they have? Probably not enough. Okay. We'll talk for now.
Just save it for now. We continue having this talk. You're fucking shitting me.
We're just make the. I'm gonna say just make the call on radio. We're just gonna ignore the ammunition crate. That's theirs. There's nothing we can do about that.
All right.
Keep going though. I'm sorry.
The latest academy that we had for shift 2. I have not been to a full academy, except for that one. My own academy, I had to leave the state. Like, I had an emergency that came up. I had to leave the state for like a few days. I ended up coming back and doing the makeshift with Maple. All the other academies after that, I was either told that I was needed on patrol because I was competent and I was able to lead, or that they had enough FT. So with that, me never being to a full academy, I feel like Bayo was kind of prepped for that. She led it, which I was all the more content to. Like, I knew that I wasn't experienced in leading one. I didn't want to fumble one, so I sat back and watched how it was kind of done. During a scenario that Radish was teaching, I was pulled aside by McNulty. I don't know if anybody gives him shit, but I adore him for this. He is blunt. He is straight to the point.
Who, McNulty?
Yep.
I've had a couple run-ins with McNulty that I respectfully think he had horrible judgment on and did it out of a very spiteful situation. However, that's 1 in a million comparatively to how much I do actually have respect for McNulty. So.
Well, I had a conversation with him, and he said that he was going to cut straight to the point. He was looking for a shift 2 sergeant, and he spoke to me about it, saying that because he knew that I was on the fence on either wanting to do sergeant or SIB. I told him that I feel like I've kind of had a falling out with investigating, that my heart wasn't in it, and that I wanted to focus mainly on patrol. He sounded extremely happy with it. He didn't promise sergeant, but he left the impression that like I was going to be the next one. Did not realize that he had a talk with Bay or anything. Went through the academy, like nobody had brought anything up to me at all. Didn't have a talk with high command or anything. We didn't have any sergeants at the time. 5 days later, shift 2 meeting was called, and Bay was given sergeant. So that was, I feel like that was kind of a kick in the gut. I
told you what happened with me in my DAPS, right?
I don't think so.
I'll keep this really short because this isn't about me. I want to know what's going on with you. But there was a person who I had an altercation with. I want to say you maybe know. This was a while ago. It involved what was shithead that shot Slacks? Fucking what's his face? Ex-cop.
Lenny Hawk.
Lenny Hawk. Sorry, he's so irrelevant to me after that bullshit that I actually...
shit.
I've tried to forget about him. I did something that I still stand by that I would do again if given the opportunity again. And without the context, I think I made the right call. With the context, I understand why it was seen to be a bad call. Person who I had the altercation with motherfucked me, cursed me out on radio, the whole thing, told me I was a useless paper pusher and all this other shit.
Declan Crane.
Will not confirm nor deny.
I was there for it.
Will not confirm nor deny.
Well, you can confirm it because I 10-3'd him after that.
Confirmed. I was brought into a room 2 weeks after, on recording, asked questions about the reminiscent of what happened that day. And I couldn't answer most of the questions. I tried to recall it as best I could, but I really don't remember the actual altercations that occurred. There was the scene at, outside the hospital, the scene inside the hospital, the scene in the cells, and then the scene on radio. And I, for the life of me, couldn't recall what happened. I did my best. I recollected what I could. Declan pulls out a notepad and starts going, no, that's not what happened. And I finally looked over at the command. I said, are you guys the ones asking the questions, or is he? Am I being interrogated by 3 people, or am I... Are we telling sides here? What the fuck is going on? Because it started just becoming a triple team against me in an interrogation room. Got called a liar.
Wait,
the whole
when
thing.
was this?
This was right before I got my DAPS for what happened that day. I don't care about the DAPS, Bell. What I care about is that I made a call that I wasn't going to go to the meeting. One of the various command members at the time stepped out of the meeting room, was like, Flop, you coming to the meeting? I said, no. Asked me if I was all right. I said, I'm about as good as I can be after what just happened. And I was then told by this command member, do you want to know your punishment later or just now? I said, I'd rather do it before the meeting. Pulls me outside. This command member proceeds to dap me. I said, that's fine. I said, I understand. I own it. It is what it is. I'm all good with taking a punishment. Don't bother me. I said, can I ask a question? Yeah, what's up? Is Declan going to receive punishment for the things he admitted that he did wrong too? There was about a 5-second pause. And, well, I'll speak with command. Essentially, was what it came down to.
Who was the command member?
I'll get to that in a second. I walked into the meeting room. Meeting started, and in the shift 3 meeting, I had 2 members of command in shift 2 call Declan to the front of the room to congratulate him on his promotion. Not 5 minutes after I received punishment and was berated in an interrogation room on recording.
Shut up. You got promoted when you got...
5 minutes after. I asked if he was going to get punishment and that there was at least some fair line in the room. That happened. I didn't show any emotion. I didn't show any, disregard. But it was at that moment, Belle, I realized that I don't ever want to be in command. Because I realized that command for me was not the title. Command for me was a position of responsibility, giving people equal treatment and being the absolute best that I could in my position for the betterment of the PD. You didn't want to come on duty, I wanted to know why. You didn't want to be around, I wanted to know why. If you weren't happy, I wanted to know why. I did that sergeant thing. And not to, blow smoke up my own ass, but I was pretty damn good at it. I really enjoyed it. The reason I didn't go with command this time around, and when I was brought up to it by Barrick, I told him when he asked me my interest, I said, respectfully, I know that you're going to have open positions soon with things going on with Sky and, you know, everything and, you know, the lieutenant thing. I said, respectfully, Barrick, I don't want it. Now, the answer I gave him was not untrue. But the other layer to it is what I'm going to tell you. The truth that I told Barrick was I see myself at my best capacity as a senior. And that's fact. What I didn't tell Barrick was the way that I was treated so poorly by command made me realize that I don't share the same vision as command. Because what happened to me was incredibly petty, spiteful, and meant to get a rise out of me, looking for an emotional reaction. I'm not an idiot. They were light on my punishment. They wanted more out of me. There's no two ways about it. But the reality is
the command member.
One of them's the lieutenant and one of them is the sheriff. Now, I haven't gone around talking shit about it because, respectfully, Bell, I don't care. I don't hold grudges. I don't look at McNulty any different, and I don't look at Bones any different. I still have a lot of respect for them. I really do. I can look past a situation. I can look past emotions. I can't look back on poor leadership, though. And the reason I didn't go with Sergeant was because if I became a member of command, again, I would essentially be working under the terms that I was treated under. And I don't see that vision. I don't see it anymore. I don't see the thrive for it. I don't see the drive for it. The passion for it. At the end of the day, Bell, I just wanted to be a good officer that people could rely on with a good head on his shoulders and not looking at everybody as a criminal, but looking at people for who they are. When I look at you, Bell, I don't look at Officer Callista Bell, right? I don't look at Senior Officer Bell of the LSPD. I just see Callista Bell. When Slacks moved to BCSO and was a deputy, I didn't look at Slacks any differently than the position he was in prior. You earn respect. And if there's two ways of being a leader. There's earning respect and forcing respect. And I hate to say it, when you force respect, that shit dies. That shit burns. And it's never real. But if there's anything I do know in the position as a senior, the leeways I have to be able to have the confidence and control of a scene while not having the burden of what I feel like command stands for nowadays. And respectfully, there's a lot of great people in command. There really is. But the way that I see it now and the way that I will continue to see it is I am a good officer. I do it well. And it's not a surprise why people like me for it. And I stand by that. Also, thank you for the brand new tier 1. I appreciate it. And Pipe, thank you for the 100 bits. Can we get a bunch of hearts in chat, please?
Honestly, I'm gonna say it. I feel like command at this point is just a click. With Declan getting sergeant, Bade being sergeant, it's, I feel like, more or less just confirmed at that point.
You know what the problem is? Is that I don't actually disagree with you. I actually like Declan. He's good. I also like Bay. But I will say this much. People don't like hearing the word click. People don't like hearing that word. And I get it. Click's a very dangerous word and is a slippery slope. It's like when someone says, all you people. and they're generalizing a group of people.
All cops.
Yeah. Right? All you cops. And I have to defend myself and say, I'm sorry, am I all you cops or am I flop? What did I do to wrong you? And I shut that shit down. But the reality, Bell, is that sometimes the formation of what people consider a clique comes from within. And the fact that a group of people were given a tag, and I'm not blaming Bay, and I'm not blaming Declan. Like I said, I actually like and respect both of them. But in a position where I have to look at something for face value, be given a tag in the MDT, and the idea that you work as a group and work tight niche together is inherently, regardless of how you say it and regardless of how you draw the photo, is a clique. The clique was created within, and it's hard to look past a possible judgment later down the road when you see that the people within a group are being given privileges, or I'll even say earning privileges. But it begs the question, does that mean that you became less because you weren't part of that group? Is it you didn't get the recognition because the group created recognition? So the way I see it is, I don't believe in cliques all that much, but I do believe that when a clique does exist, it is created from within. I don't think there's an external source as to where a clique comes from, right? Their group was encouraged and created by high command. No tinfoil hat, no conspiracy theory. That tag was made for them.
Was high command even a thing when that happened, or was it just still a captain?
I think a captain's high command, right?
Well, back then they were.
I don't know how long ago.
Still they are.
I don't know.
Conrad's captain. No, I see your point though. Like, if not high command, who the fuck?
I don't know.
That's surprising.
All right.
I don't think I have that on my bingo card.
No.
But
Is it
when
coming
I spoke
back?
to high command, I told them pretty much everything that I basically told you. I think the thing that I kind of stayed on is the fact that when Bay got promoted, I stayed on duty for like another hour after that because I had a cadet, and I felt bad because this cadet didn't really have a whole lot of hours on duty. But you want to talk about like destroying your motivation to be on patrol when you feel like you're doing good and you're talking to a lieutenant saying that you are doing good, but then have that lieutenant promote somebody else above you. That drained me. Like, I had no motivation to do anything after that.
Is everything just gonna pop
That's the
up
fourth
now?
one today.
Jesus Christ.
That's the fourth one that I've seen.
I'll say this much about that mindset. I think you have a valid mindset on that. You're getting the positive reassurance that you're doing the right things. Yet when push comes to shove and you're really trying to show that you have the value, it feels like it's being given to someone else. In high command's in high command's defense though, there's a lot of officers doing a lot of great things, right? And I want to encourage everybody that is doing the right thing that they're doing. What the fuck? I'm ignoring that. What? What does that even mean? Flop is flop shaped? Why does this keep coming up? there's a lot of people doing good things. And the way I see it is that the demographic of promotions the problem that we run into, at least in my opinion, is that I think there's a lot of people who are deserving of a ranked position. What happens though is, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm going to give you an example, right? Engineering degrees. Tomorrow, engineering degrees are free. You can go to school and go for 4 years and get your engineering degree. Right? But the next 4 years, if you choose to go beyond that, you pay out of pocket. Everyone's going to go get their engineering degree. Not many people are going to go past their 4 years because I have a degree. What do you think the stipulation is going to be for a job market looking for an engineering degree? They're going to want the people that go above and beyond. It's going to go past the 4 years, and they're going to offer that to somebody who went the 8 years.
I'm sitting here still thinking, like, who the fuck would go to school for 8 years?
That's what I'm saying.
Seems like hell.
Who the fuck would go to school for a year? Fuck that place. That place is a prison. But now apply that to the PD. A lot of people deserve positions. If everybody on my list of people that I think are worthy and deserving of senior were senior, we would have very few officers. What happens is when you have a line for command that becomes too top heavy, you have an imbalance in the PD, and that is inherently what started the restructure for us many, many years ago. When the restructure happened, they were very, very, very short picked to the point where it was the idea of rank was minimized. And I think in your case, you do a lot of great things. Bell, I think you're one of the best officers in the PD. And I'm not just saying that. I would not say it unless I meant it. I think you have one of the best positive spirits about you. There is a chance, based on how it sounds, that opportunity was between you and one other person, and sounds like it was more of a 50-50. But on paper, it looks more like favoritism. Right?
When I talk to high command, I don't know, I felt like I was in a snake pit, because on one hand I had Barrick telling me that even before they approached McNulty saying that they wanted to promote somebody to sergeant, I was on the front of that list, like on the top of that list. But then like everybody else is saying, well, we had our reason. Like, it sounds like there is one reason, and I could not get it out of them when my Bay got it and I didn't.
There was one reason that defied Bay over you?
That's what they made it sound like.
Congratulations, Command lied to you.
Exactly.
The reality is this: if there was only one reason, it had to be an overall and overbearing big reason. But I don't think there should be any spite to Bay for that. I think the way that you should look at it for that recognition is to turn around and just tell command and just say, hey, which you've done, to turn around and say, hey, you know, recently based on X events, I feel like I am being thrown under a rug and disregarded at every step of the way. Whether that be true or not, if that is your true feeling, that should be voiced to high command. And anyone who is actually good in their position in high command, I'm gonna say that again. Anybody who is actually good in their position in command in general will take your concern seriously and will do whatever it is to make it right, to give you the reassurance that you need based on facts and evidence. But you and I both know that that probably didn't happen, right?
Well, that's where I'm going to hold Cassidy up to his word. Because Cassidy apparently made it sound like he wants to start doing like bi-weekly meetings with seniors in command.
What department is Cassidy in?
BCSO.
Now, is he looking to overlook sort of command within LSPD as well?
From my take from the conversation that we had, sounds like it's where I'm confused, and I probably should have clarified it more, but it sounds like we're all, like they're aiming for like we all on being like one huge PD force, but just the only thing that makes us different is the uniforms, which makes no bloody sense to me.
Yeah, there's a little bit of touchy-feely with jurisdiction and stuff like that, but overall, I have treated it as no one is any different. It's just a different uniform.
Well, past that fucking highway there, we don't have jurisdiction.
Hmm.